Vectorworks is another CAD software developer that's been around for a long time. They started in 1985. Since then, they've morphed their CAD package to support various verticals, including a BIM offering for the architectural industry. The current headline on their Vectorworks website is that it is 3D design software fully integrated BIM. Let's take a look and see if they remembered electrical engineers when they did that. We're going to use the electrical engineering BIM scorecard to rate their software. The first three questions are, does engineering exist, does MEP exist, and does electrical exist? It's not on their main page, so it's a little bit hidden, but if you dig into it, you can find that yes, they have electrical design features. So you can say yes to all three of those first three questions. The next question is, can you insert electrical devices? And yeah, you can do that. So you can put in your receptacles, your light fixture, panel schedules. You can lay out a floor plan using Vectorworks. That means you can use Vectorworks to at least do as much as AutoCAD can. Let's take a look at these next questions to see if they actually can do any electrical design. First one is, can you insert a panel schedule? And yes, you can do that. For these reviews, I always do a search online to see what kind of information I can find. And when you search for Vectorworks and panel schedules, you find lots of information. So they have that in there, and there's lots of documentation to help you out with it. The next question is, can you do a voltage drop calculation? And if you look in their user manual and look how they're doing their conductor sizing, it does reference voltage drop. There's not a whole lot of information about it. I'm not really sure how robust it is, what kind of options you have, but they at least do acknowledge that voltage drop exists. They are attempting to do voltage drop calculations, so we'll say yes to that. Then our next question is, can you do panel load calculations? Here we want to see if you can do a feeder and service load calculation. Looking through their user manual again, I don't see anything talking about demand factors or diversity, anything you'd actually need to do to calculate that feeder. So it doesn't look like we can say yes to this question. The question after that is, can you do short circuit analysis or fault calculations? No mention of that, so you can't do those calculations. Though the following question is, can you do a single line diagram? And they actually have a section in their manual about doing panel riser diagrams. The graphics aren't great. I'm not sure that anyone would actually want to use that. It's not clear how much you can customize those. In the user manual, they do have this sentence that if the panels are regenerated, any edits are lost. That's a little bit concerning because generally you're working on your single line and then you're working in your model and they're going to be going back and forth and you don't want those changes to be lost. The fact that they're even having to mention changes being lost in the user manual is not a great sign. It's really not clear how great this single line is going to be. We'll give them half a star for it. So overall, they can do a voltage drop calculation, so that gets them to a 6. With the single line diagram, we'll give them a half, so we'll call it 6.5 for their score on the electrical engineering BIM scorecard. This is something that's at least better than what you can do in AutoCAD and Excel. I'm not sure that it looks like an amazing package, but it's at least something that if you want to look at it, you could, as an electrical engineer, take a look at it and see if it adds any value to your processes.